Hey guys, off MudMowers. Today we're doing a 50-mile-per-hour lawnmower update. Enjoy! So up on the table I got the 820 cases. This is the bottom half, that's the top half. And this was from the previous attempt. Here's a picture of the chain. But I had the chain drive, there's the input shaft comes in, turns these shifting gears, and the output shaft with the keys on it. And then I put a sprocket and eliminated these gears straight to the differential with a chain. But the master link wasn't put on correctly, and it eventually rubbed and popped off, and then put a hole inside the case. And I did have these two holes, they had a piece of nylon hooked to it, so the chain, because I can't really tension it in here, so I just had the nylon. But anyways, this is our JV welded up, nice and hard. Now it's been drying for a little bit over a day. I'm going to get the sealant off of these transaxle, or the halves here. And then the gear should just be tossed in here and put the chain back in, because I haven't touched any of these. And then as you saw over here, I've got this glue on here just to seal any else, because I don't really need to put the JV weld on here. This is going to do just fine. And this piece here is, you see it's broken out and it's tack welded back in there, just for the kind of hold it in there until the stuff can cure around it. But yeah, that's coming really good. This is the top half. It shouldn't be damaged. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see where that chain was flying around in there, but it didn't do very much damage at all. But what I'm planning on doing is actually running this transaxle upside down. So this would be up here. So the sealant doesn't really matter too much, but that's why I went with the sealant instead of the JB weld, just because this would seal it okay. Because the oil is not going to be falling through this now. With this like this, I can put this way up in the frame though, and still have the pulley line exact same with the clutch. I don't have to like drop the clutch down or anything, or raise it up actually, like raise it up above the frame maybe. This, I just cut the frame enough so this goes up into the frame enough, and it mounts way up into the frame rail, and then it will line up the same. And I'm pretty much going to run maybe 1-to-1 pulleys, and it's going to be 5/8 belt, because 1/2-inch belts do nothing besides just sit there and smoke. The 50-mile-per-hour lawnmower didn't really smoke that bad. I only had 5th gear, which is, it's not a 6-speed, it was a 5-speed. That worked pretty good, but I only had 5th gear, and if you got on it, like when you're moving, you got on it, it slipped a little bit, so I'm really hoping 5/8 belt will be my friend here in this case. So yeah, I'm going to go buy some 5/8 pulleys, and I can't buy the belt yet, and just probably 1-to-1 it, and then get a new idler pulley, because I am working with a Craftsman frame, so there's only like 1 or 2 pulleys that need to be changed out. Actually just 1, because the clutch pulley is a V-belt, and then the idler over here, the engine pulleys up here, the idler over here is it's a flat belt, so that actually really doesn't matter. But yeah, this one's going to be mounted upside down. You see I have that hole, which was my breather when this was actually right side up. But I'll just do my brass bulb fitting mod, put that in there, and then run the pipe just up like that. I think it would work. Maybe if the pipes are long enough, the oil won't push itself out and it will eventually get air back in it. And then the shifter, I'll probably just drop an O-ring right there, and then drop an O-ring right there, and put enough washers, because it's not a moving shaft, it just, you put it and it just stays in that gear. So that should be all good. The frame is out here and it's upside down. There's actually nothing on it besides the clutch pedal, because those aren't very fun to get out sometimes. And the shifter, I guess. The shifter is going to have to be, it's going to be awkward, because when its transmission is flipped upside down, it will be 6 when it's in neutral. So I'm gonna figure something out for that. But if anything, I'll just put one of the middle shifters like this, like the old Craftsmen used to have, and that would work fine. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to cut that frame down just enough so I can get the belts lined up again with the transmission flipped. So that should work nice. And then for the engine, I will be using the racing lawnmower engine. This thing lasted forever until the frame broke. But the engine is still solid. It's had a lot of red line on it. Held up just perfect. We're just going to pop it on there and probably just one of those gas tanks. Put the battery in the back. Keep it really lightweight. I don't need all of this heavy stuff on there. No, probably maybe reinforce the frame a little bit. But try to keep it really light. Just run that same exhaust I have coming out the side. This is the chair part of it. You can see, well, basically all that was holding it was the fender, so I had to cut through that and cut through the battery wire too. But the seat, as you can hear, still works. There's the transmission. I don't know why that thing still works, but it's had a lot of clutch dumps. And I almost want to open it up and look at what it looks like inside. But then I'll probably just put it in, like, open it up, lock it, and then stuff it in the off-road tractor, which currently has a spicer in it. But yeah, not much damage, I guess. It was a pain to get up here because dealing with half a tractor is really awkward. So I had to pile it. You can kind of see the skid marks. Just drag each piece up here. So yeah, we're going to get this engine running really quick. It should just start right up. Might be a little bit of dirt flying out of the muffler. Probably have to buy some new mufflers. Well, that should be fine, I guess. And yeah, let's look at the battery. We'll hook the positive up on the starter with a couple wires in the way. And we'll hook this. It usually works on the exhaust. Man, let me get this light on brighter here. That exhaust paint is really solid still. Surprisingly, it's actually pitted down on the not as hot side. You can kind of see where it was kind of rusting away actually, where the paint wasn't doing as well up on the right. But surprisingly, where it comes right out of the engine, I'm going to try to get the light in there, it's not messed up at all. So that's just barbecue paint. Looks beautiful. But anyways, we got that hooked up. The belt's in pieces, so that shouldn't matter. It actually does have all the clutch in it and whatnot. We're not going to run it too long. I think I should be able to choke it to kill it, just because might not get the best oil while it's sitting. Might not even get gas. We should check that. I hear something at least. It might run just on what it has in it. But yeah, let's see what it does. I'll just set this light down here. Pull the choke out. I gotta do this kind of without the flashlight here, but it does have the throttle, so it's just gonna be at idle, that's good. Uh-oh. Paint is keeping it from starting. Wow. This thing's been sitting for a couple of weeks now, but and the choke's on me. Pop that off. Okay, and pop it back on. I need to get some throttle here. Hold on. Okay, I got the choke off. It's kind of... There you go, I think that's better. Oh, it's still in one cylinder, I guess, but I don't blame it. I think it actually flipped over like probably 2 times when I was trying to manual it up here, so... Should just die here. That doesn't really matter, but... Barely hear the air filter sucking in the air in there, but that's good that runs. I'm gonna get that taken off and then we'll pressure wash it up. And then next video, we should be getting the transmission put together and mount it up, get the steering and the mounting on the transmission done. And yeah, so stay tuned for more. Wow, does that thing run or what? What? How is it running like that? I think it's on one cylinder, and that right there is probably a catch on the second cylinder. I found out that the spark plug wires here they need to wiggle with because they like to probably loose or something. It seemed like maybe the coil might be bad and it's missing on one. Let's see if it is missing. Yeah. It's missing a little bit. I think it's the coil though.